Okay, so hopefully by now you've played the new Piggy season, and you probably have seen yesterday's video where I talk about the secret bunny Easter egg. MiniToon actually added Ghost Bunny into the game with this new update, but Ghost Bunny isn't the only character returning to Piggy, because MiniToon has actually added in a doggy Easter egg as well. Doggy's in this update, and in fact, Doggy is actually inside of this skin. Mr. Bliss, the brand new snowman skin, well, Doggy's actually inside of him. And you're probably really confused, so I'm going to go ahead and explain what I mean. So if you didn't know, once you complete this season's battle pass or whatever Piggy calls it, the final skin you unlock is actually this snowman here, and his name is Mr. Bliss. And he's a pretty cool looking skin. He's got some cool lights. He's a Christmas snowman, little bit scary, pretty awesome. But the thing about these skins, just like with any other season skin, these aren't really canon to the story. These are kind of just extra skins that MiniToon adds in for fun that you can play as, but they don't really have anything to do with the story of Piggy, which is exactly why they show up in the extra section of the game, or at least that's how it was up until now. Because you see, Mr. Bliss is actually canon to the story, because once you complete the whole battle pass, you unlock this note at the end of the pass. And well, let's go ahead and read this note. It says, "I saw that thing. I swear I saw it. Zizzy says it's just a story to get us to sleep early, but she's wrong. He was outside our cabin. I wonder if he's friendly. I'm gonna go wake up my sister and we will go look for him." Now, the thing about these notes at the end of each season is all of them up until this point are canon. The first season, for example, was a Mr. P journal entry, of course, giving some insight on Mr. P right before the infection started. And well, now we have a note written by one of Zizzy's sisters. I'm guessing Zuzi, one of them. I can never remember their names. And it's talking about the sisters and Zizzy, maybe even the group, being at a winter cabin and they see something outside. Now, I'm gonna guess that that something outside very well could be Mr. Bliss. If they're at a winter cabin, it's snowing outside, this note is literally right next to the skin, it's probably what it's talking about. Now, you're probably thinking, well, wait a minute, if this note is canon, when exactly did it happen? Did it happen a long time ago in the past, or is this happening during Piggy, like during the storyline? Well, the thing is, in book 1, of course, it's not wintertime, it's not snowing in Lucella, the city that Piggy mainly takes place in. And then, of course, in book 2, it's also not snowing in Lucella. It's just snowing up north when the group travels up north to the military base. Now, some of you may have already caught on to this, but there's actually a few month gap in between book 1 and book 2. Book 2 doesn't take place immediately after book 1. There's a few months in there. And what we actually know from clues hidden in the story, that wintertime actually took place during those months, in between book 1 and in between book 2. Now, there's a few reasons we know this. I'm not going to go over all of them. Number 1, whenever MiniToon was redesigning Pony for book 2, he's now wearing a winter coat and jacket and little hat. Wouldn't really make sense to wear that during the summer. And of course, the big one, the obvious one, whenever the group travels up north, it's snowing. Now, whether or not you believe that Piggy takes place in the UK or in Europe is completely irrelevant here. No matter what planet they're on, how planets work is the northern parts of the planet, the ones furthest away from the middle, are the coldest, and the places near the middle of the planet are the warmest. It's why it's super hot in Florida, but kind of cold here where I live in Pennsylvania. And if it's snowing up north at the military base, but not snowing in Lucella, directly south of the military base, well, that means that in book 2, wintertime is either coming or it's going. And being that we didn't see any snow in book 1, I'm gonna guess winter is actually going, which means that book 2 takes place in the early months of the year, maybe January, February, March, April, one of the months of the year where it's still snowing up north, but southern places it's starting to melt, which lines up perfectly with our story. Okay, so great, this note is canon. It can work with the story, it fits in just fine. And assuming that this note is in fact talking about Mr. Bliss, what does this have to do with Doggy? Well, Mr. Bliss kind of ate Doggy. If we take a close look at his skin, if we look past the cool design and the cool carrots and the whatever else snowmen have on them, we can actually see sticking out of the snowman's abdomen a piggy head. And directly across from the piggy head, we can actually see sticking out of his abdomen Doggy's head. Yeah, this is Doggy's head sticking out of his abdomen, which means that Mr. Bliss either ate Doggy, and Doggy is now a part of him somehow, or maybe Doggy was in the snow and the snowman formed around him, and so he's now a part of him. But no matter what happened, the fact of the matter is, in book 1, Doggy got infected. He was wandering around the forest. We were all curious what happened to Doggy after book 1, and well, now we know. He got eaten by a snowman. And, Now he's in the belly of a snowman. Man, it really sucks to be Doggy, huh? Like, his luck is just always down in the dump, huh?
But hey, that's just a theory. A game theory.
But anyway, thank you guys so much for watching. Let me know what you think about this theory down in the comment section below. I think it lines up pretty well, and I think this is what MiniToon was hinting at. Subscribe if you haven't yet. Keep using star code RollCreek, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Bye!